India has actually set benchmarks. Our economy's doing well business is largely because the confidence in what has happened in the last 2 years. Why I would think that the economy's revival is on a sustained path.
So we're in the middle of very extraordinary economic and geopolitical circumstances, macroeconomic uncertainties, wars, shortages of energy, oil, fertilizer, and so forth. How do you assess this? I mean, what are the greatest threats from this for the India growth story? Are there aspects of the Indian economy, including the provision of digital public goods and so forth in the last few years, that make you somewhat more confident that India will be resilient against these particular shocks?
Slightly answering this question, but slightly from a different route. There were times when global benchmarks, global standards were the ones which India had to look up to and say, we'll have to catch up to that level. We'll have to learn from that and do it. There are still a lot of areas where we still have to learn a lot of things and do according to benchmarks set elsewhere. But on the digital thing, be it payment, be it identity, be it health, be it education, be it also the way in which your compliance requirements are all being taken care of. India has actually set benchmarks. And there are countries which recognize that this scale of achievement, this absolute watertight proof that it is unfailing over the years, over the numbers and the size of the expanse that it is dealing. We actually have set global benchmarks in the way in which digital economy and the services that digital platforms can do for us. And that itself for India is a very big confidence booster. Our economy's doing well business is largely because the confidence in what has happened in the last 2 years, palpably felt by people who so deserve it, are standing out. And that is why I would think that the economy's revival is on a sustained path. Because of the global recession, if my demand is going to fall externally and my exports are going to suffer, and because of a strong dollar, my Indian rupee would suffer, all this taken on board, there's a sense of confidence in India that we will go through this and we'll be able to still perform. It's because of the way in which technology has been used for the public good. People are able to see that there are constantly approaches made for getting better credit, easy credit, to sustain business, small, big, medium. Normal gripe would be big businesses somehow find their resources, but the small ones are the ones who don't get any assistance. Today, the small ones have not just getting assistance, but sitting at home, they can access through the digital. These are actually great lubricants when the economy is wanting to find ways in which they can come out of the lockdown or come out of the difficulties of a largely extraneous problem, which is because of prices going up, commodity prices going up, inflation which is coming because of large amount of currencies held here or there, money is coming in, FDI, money is going out, FPI. Despite all that, these are the building blocks of India's confidence, I would say.